talking about your lawsuit that you filed against the Securities and Exchange Commission, and get us up to speed on the whole legal dispute there.
Sure. So Grayscale operates today the largest Bitcoin fund in the world, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, ticker GBTC. It has been trading publicly since 2015, and we have long held conviction that this should be an ETF. We want to work towards having it become an ETF and work proactively with regulators. We had filed an application to convert it to an ETF, and that was rejected by the SEC this summer.
First of all, they're looking to protect investors, but why are they taking this position against your ETF, do you think?
Andy, I can't understand why. As I said, this product is trading every single day, hundreds of millions of dollars. Over 850,000 investors in the US own shares of GBTC, all 50 states represented. You have bills passing across the floor of Congress, both sides of the aisle supporting it. You have, companies moving outside the US because our regulatory landscape isn't catching up fast enough with the innovation taking place here. Why our regulator would not take the opportunity to bring Bitcoin, to bring investor protections closer into the regulatory perimeter, I just don't understand. It's exactly what they're here to do.
Better than the US dollar?
That is a loaded question, Andy.
Right.
Well, I think that the US dollar has certainly, maintained its dominance as the global reserve currency, no question about it. Arguably, Bitcoin is one of, if not the most incredible invention that we've seen over the last, call it 2 decades or so. It was literally invented out of thin air and has now been used by hundreds of millions of people around the world. And anytime anything challenges it, it somehow, becomes even stronger and more resilient. So I think it's too early to say. And there's also not necessarily a winner between those two, right? The fiat world, the crypto world, these are two worlds that can and will likely coexist.
When you get ransomware attacks, they want to get paid in Bitcoin, though, right? I mean, how do you get rid of that stigma?
Not really. I kind of think that stigma is dying, Andy. It really is. You got to understand that because the Bitcoin blockchain is immutable and traceable, unlike exchanging physical dollars for someone doing something nefarious, Bitcoin would be a really bad mechanism to use if you didn't want to get caught doing something. So I don't think that is as nearly as prevalent as it once was, and for that very reason.
Welcome to the Cryptoteacher. And I come back with that video just to make you think.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we have Grayscale on Yahoo Finance. Brought to you by Grayscale. Yes, you read that right. It's like a bad infomercial. But they're talking about the lawsuit with the SEC. And we know why Bitcoin Spot ETF is not here yet, because we don't have proper regulation. When it comes to futures, they already have regulations set for futures, and it's just a big casino. Now, will Bitcoin and cryptos coexist with fiat? No, it is not. Guys, we know we're going to a cashless society. That's the whole point of them building the digital ecosystem. That's the whole point of the fourth industrial revolution. And remember, crypto means hidden message, hidden meaning. These cryptos are not for you. Who are they for? The robots, algorithms, and drones, because they're going to pay each other, and the sheet will be inside the metaverse. The fourth industrial revolution doesn't work with fiat currencies. Now, the US dollar is still going to have strength, but it's going to lose the title of the world reserve currency, and we're already seeing that now. They've already destroyed it. They printed 20% of all money in existence in 1 year. It's destroying the emerging markets, which the emerging markets will have no choice but to move over to what? Either USDC or their own cryptocurrency. And that's going to give the opportunity of China, the dragon, to rise with a digital Yuan backed by that digital SDR, replacing the United States dollar as the reserve currency. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you, because he knows. When it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. You have a wonderful day.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort, and China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids' books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.